Здравствуйте, господа. Шерлок Холмс продолжается, и мы будем дальше разгадывать загадку, кто же убил несчастного сэра Родни Бенклифа в банях во время дикой парилки. Узнаем же, что было дальше.
On the sofa for the third time today. Well, don't be surprised if Watson sits on you. There are 12 pieces here. Let's try to gather them.
Чего? Вот это мозаика.
I will count this piece as a starting point. It is a mold, and it is ready for casting. The mold is prepared for casting. We just need to fill it with certain material. Sir Rodney has made a reconstruction of the mythical golden knife. He seemed unafraid of maledictions, and yet... The mold is prepared for casting. We just need to fill it with certain material. Half a glass of water should be enough to create a plaster solution. Now let us see what we have here.
This knife is very similar to that described by the coroner as the weapon that killed Sir Rodney.
You should not leap to any hasty conclusions, Watson. Let us try to create an object from silver by using the mold. It will take a minute to melt the silver with my gas burner. Done. Now I can proceed further. The mold is hot. I should wait for it to cool down. Done. Now I can proceed further. A homemade silver knife. Excellent. We have created a knife with the silver that we found. It could have been used to kill Sir Rodney.
It was extremely clever to create a weapon that could dissolve at the scene of the crime.
Perhaps you could explain the cult of Mithras to me.
No, there is nothing to say. We are not the worthy ones.
But Sir Rodney believed that he was.
He was wrong. I have visions. The golden knife, the mummy. Oh, it's all my fault.
Calm down, Mr. Garrow. What can you tell me about Mithras?
Oh, so much. It was the core of our work. Why do you ask?
Were you seeking the golden knife?
I see you are an amateur. Yes, the golden knife was our grail. It is said that it bears the only text explaining the ritual of the cult of Mithras.
I understand. I read something about immortality.
A myth. The knife would provide immortality only to the worthy one. And yet it is cursed, and it would kill you if you are not initiated.
Did you expect to find the golden knife at the baths?
Well, Sir Rodney thought that it might be there. Did you observe the knife representations there? They are so extraordinary. And we had hoped that... It is a tragedy that he has passed away, taking all of his secrets with him. As soon as I've been released, I will continue Sir Rodney's researches in his memory.
The paintings in the baths are focused on Mithras, I understand.
Yes, they are what make this place remarkable.
And that is why Sir Rodney came here?
He believed that the golden knife, which is an ancient ritual item, was hidden somewhere around the baths. I admit that it would be wonderful if it were true.
And you are not concerned by the reputation of this artifact?
You mean the curse? Before someone is dead, it is a blessing. After they are dead, well, then it becomes a curse. Ha!
Украденные записи с шампунем не вяжутся, я понял.
Mr. Holmes, we've cleared the corridor to the Frigidarium. You can visit it now.
Thank you, Mr. Phillips.
Естественно, вы расчистили.
Now I have all the clues to help me find where these symbols are leading. All I need is imagination. The signs are pointing to this bust.
What is this place?
I am unsure, Watson, but everything points to the fact that it was the last place visited by Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. We are approaching the end of this mystery. How very peculiar. An ice maker.
Why would Sir Rodney have brought such a device here?
A broken glass plate. What is it doing here? I should examine it at Baker Street. A sack of crude salt. Mithras, the god, clothed in Anatolian costume and wearing a Phrygian cap, killing the bull. This fresco resembles either a ladder or a hierarchy.
Однако красиво.
The fire casts a shadow upon the floor. That is the symbol of Neptune, the god of the sea. The pillar collapsed a long time ago. It resembles a bull. This shadow seems to represent a bridge. It is very similar to the face of Mithras. The shadows show us the way to go. We will find Mithras after Neptune, the bull, and the bridge. Mummified bodies. We're in some type of...
How dreadful. Judging by the broken orbit, this poor fellow met a death similar to Sir Rodney's.
This shoe is not from the Roman era. It is medieval at best. This man was a tomb raider who met with an unfortunate end.
By the eye he was punished, for he saw that he was not worthy. Dreadful.
Тикс.
Mummified bodies. We're in some type of catacomb. Mummified bodies. We're in some type... We cannot go any further. Mummified bodies. A shovel, not from the Roman era.
Вот оно сразу все и пригодилось. Хорошо я запомнил, где что лежит.
This is a reproduction of an ancient Greek crossbow.
Так, арбалет пока еще не нужен. Угу.
We should use these metal rings to help us reach the bridge pillar. Those rings on the bridge are perfect targets. This one is ready. This one is ready.
Firing a gastrophytes requires a lot of practice.
The bridge is ready. Now I must cross it. Watson, come here. I have found something.
Are we inside the hidden temple of Mithras, Holmes?
I am not sure. We had better be careful.
Боже мой, Ватсон, я аж обосрался, а? Я вот никого просто тут не рассчитывал встретить. Куда-то я все-таки вышел. Я думал, я тут уже все, заблудился. В общем-то, дорогие друзья, могу сказать, что не так уж и сильно можно тут заблудиться.
Look, it's the golden knife. But how to get it?
Как его, вот как его достать? Вот как этот нож достать, Ватсон? Элементарно. Кинуть Ватсона туда.
The oil is still fresh. Perhaps Sir Rodney passed by here.
No, I do not think so. Remember, he went no further than the catacomb underneath the Frigidarium. The murderer left this lamp. The golden knife of Mithras. A long-lost relic has resurfaced. Watson, it is time to conclude this case.
Пока еще ничего не понятно.
We are indebted to the Romans who developed the technique. The Pyramids of Giza in Egypt. Sir Rodney. Another archaeologist, most probably. Ice. Ice cream. Salt.
So that's it. Salt and crushed ice may help to create ice cream.
Ice, salt, and then the mixing. It should be elementary. We need to reach minus 20 degrees Celsius to fully freeze the water inside the mold. Before beginning, I must remember that I have enough ice and salt for no more than 4 attempts.
Holmes, look. The temperature...
Ice, salt, excellent. Now we must check to ensure that it is adequately frozen. If I wish to shape an ice weapon for a cold-blooded murder. An ice knife. A surprising and yet a very brilliant idea.
It's the perfect weapon. It enables one to kill a man and then it melts. The only trace it leaves is a small puddle on the ground.
Ну что ж, я думаю, все-таки это Питкин был. Сейчас посмотрим, так или не так.
Why did you bring me here? I saw that you released the others.
Sir Gregory, I would ask that you listen carefully to what I'm intending to reveal to Inspector Lestrade. You murdered Sir Rodney Bentcliffe in cold blood, and you did it for money.
What? No, that's not true.
I am afraid that it is. The ingenious ghost weapon that you used only served to prove the premeditation.
You're insane.
It was a spectacular felony, one that intrigued the police and encouraged the press. Scandal is an excellent means of bringing the public's attention to your baths. And eventually, of course, it brought me too.
You have it all wrong.
Well, I didn't expect you to possess much in the way of courage. May you be a fraction more inspired before you meet the hangman. Farewell, Sir Gregory.
Ну, ясен пень, что нет. Как же иначе?
Mr. Garrow, allow me to introduce you to Dr. Watson.
Mr. Garrow, please do not be alarmed. We only wish to help you. You were under an intolerable stress, but it's over now.
What?
I can attest that your medication affected your judgment. You will not recall, but it caused you to temporarily lose control.
Did I? Are you saying I killed Sir Rodney?
I am afraid so. For as my doctor will persist in reminding me every single day, drugs can be harmful. You developed a malevolent obsession with Sir Rodney. You believed him to be unworthy, sacrilegious.
Oh,
Do not distress yourself. Prison is clearly not a suitable environment for you.
what is my environment then?
You are suffering from an acute form of melancholia, but you can and will be cured. All you need is rest and detoxification. I will take care of every detail.
Mr. Holmes, what happened?
This.
Is that the golden knife? How?
I also like to dig, you see, Mr. Blinkhorn. One never knows what one might find. Occasionally, remarkable rarities, such as this. The thrill of the discovery, and one's own enhanced reputation. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, are you suggesting that...
I am not suggesting anything. I know. You found the knife. You are an intelligent man. The ghost knife shall remain one of the most ingenious constructions I have seen in my career, I do assure you.
I don't understand.
Yes, you do. I am praising your performance, your perfect murder.
What? Wait, are you accusing me of murder? No, I deny it.
Mr. Blinkhorn, it is no use to deny it. I know the truth. You had no choice. Because it was you who found the golden knife, and therefore you had to be the murderer. Sir Rodney was determined to receive all the credit for the find, when in fact it was your work. He would have crushed you to be sure that you could never tell the truth. But I uphold the truth, and I will tell it.
What do you mean? That you will save me?
What I mean is that you deserve a second chance. I shall be following your career with the keenest interest, Mr. Blinkhorn. Farewell.
Все-таки тот, кого я не подозревал с первого момента, оказался убийцей. Что ж, друзья, на этой интереснейшей ноте мы заканчиваем очередное расследование Шерлока Холмса. Всем спасибо за просмотр. До свидания.